Hello and welcome to this tutorial. And this is the 7th installment to our forum tutorial here. In this tutorial we're going to try to lay down the law and start making our topics. So what I'm going to do with our topics, in that each reply is added, we're going to use something called pagination, which basically enables it so each amount of replies is spanned over a certain amount of pages. Here's a little test that I've made a couple minutes ago of how pagination will work. Now we're going to be identifying the page by using the get page in our URL. And now that we don't have it defined, I've automatically set it to 1. So it's going to I've limited it to 2 per page, so there's going to be the first 2 subcategories showing, and when I hit next, the next 2 are going to show, and now previous is now a link, and now 1 is a link, 2 is no longer a link, and 3 and next are still links. Now if I hit next, I can see I only have 1 here. Next is no longer a link, 3 is no longer a link, 2, 1, and previous are now links. What I want to show you here is how the query works. We'll be selecting everything from our forum subcategories. We're going to order it by the ID, ascending order, and we're going to limit it. Okay. We're going to limit it starting at our 4th row and allowing two more rows to be accessed. So we're starting at number 2. So then we're going to go to 3 and 4 because those are the next 2. We go to our previous, we're going to start at 0, 1, and 2. That's how it's going to work. And I guess our first matter of business is to create our table in our forum, or in our database, that when we click that, we will view our forum and all the topics listed. We're going to be using our pagination for this as well, so we can have a nice adjusted layout for about 20 topics per page. So let's go into our PHP designer here, and what I have here is our page test, which I'm just going to go to a different page now. I'm going to go to our index here, and now you can see that we have all our indexes here. So we're going to scroll up. We added forum to our actions array. So after this, if in array here, we're going to do an else statement. And now is what we're going to do. We're going to go else. This means one does exist. Now we're going to specify if action equals forum. And this is viewing the topics on that forum alone. Alright? Now I'm going to create a separate file so we can keep this nice and organized, so everything isn't completely on one page and we can span it out instead of just having to go over the index a million times. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and include the file. I'm going to create a new folder. So it's going to be called includes, and this will be forum.php. Alright, we're going ahead to save this. If we go back here and click this, we're going to get an error that the file doesn't exist. That's because we haven't created it just yet. So let's go here, create a new file, file new, PHP. I'm going to close our login and our logout because we no longer need those. And now here, we're going to do our PHP here. Now when you click one of these, it has ID specified to it. So let's go ahead and create a new variable called ID, and this will be get ID, and we're going to apply our MSS function to it, so MSS get ID, and now we're going to check if ID, this means it does exist. We're going to query it out and check to make sure this really does exist in our forum categories. So select star from forum cats where ID equals ID, just like so. We're going to query this out. Alright, And now we're going to do if MySQL num rows res equals 0, echo the forum category you supplied does not exist. Easy as that. We're going to head and test this, so I have to create a new folder called includes. This will be forum.php, just like so. Now we'll go ahead and click one of these. We get no errors, but if we change this to one that doesn't exist, so I'll do 99, the forum category you supplied does not exist. Simple as that. Now is what we're going to do. We're going to go into our database, and we're going to create a new table on our database. So we're going to call this forum_topics, and let's set it to 10 right now, because I'm not sure exactly how many we're going to need, so we'll just fill it in as we go. Apparently I only hit 1. So this is retarded. We're going to add 9 fields. Alright, there's our 10 fields. So we'll start off by going to ID. Alright, we're going to scroll over. We're going to set it to our primary key in our auto increment. Now we're going to call this CID for category ID. Our title of our message. We're going to limit this to 64 characters. Our author, or we'll do UID. And we're going to specify this to an integer. And next we'll go date, and we'll give this 32 amount. And now we're going to do a Unix timestamp here, but we're going to do this when we actually create the topic. And then we're going to create message. This will be text. Just like so. Alright, and yep. Okay, we're going to scroll down, save it. There we have it. Okay. Now is what we're going to do. We're going to go back into our forum.php, and we're going to go here in else, and we're going to specify row equals MySQL fetch assoc res. And now we're going to query out our user. So is what I'm going to do inside our index page. We're going to specify a new variable, and let's call this, we'll call it admin user level equals row admin. Okay, and we'll go ahead and check this, and then we'll go if row admin equals 1, if admin user level equals 0, echo you must be, actually we're going to go ahead and make this 1. So if row admin equals 1 and admin user level equals 0, echo you must be an administrator to view this forum. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these quotes. We'll go ahead and save this, and we'll go into one of our admin only panels here. I'm going to go into our users database, and we're going to change mine so it is 0 admin, just for testing. Go. We'll go ahead and refresh. You must be an administrator to view this forum. There we have it. Easy as that. Okay, I'm going to change mine back here. So, okay. And now, so what we're going to do now is, now that we have our forum topics created here, we're going to go else. Okay, let's see. Now we're going to query out select star from forum topics, where category ID equals, we're going to go row ID, like so. We'll query this out. Okay. And we're going to check to see if any exists. So if MySQL num rows res2 equals 0, echo, there are no topics in this forum, comma, index.php act equals create, and ID equals row ID. Click here to create a topic. Alrighty then. I forgot to close it. Okay. Now we'll go. We don't need this extra break. We'll save this. We'll go into here now. Refresh. Alright, there are no topics in this forum. Click here to create a topic. Okay, now that our act create doesn't exist, we're going to go ahead back into our index, and we're going to add that to here. So now we're going to go back here and add if action equals create includes create.php. Save it, and now we can go back here, refresh, and our file obviously doesn't exist. So we're going to go back here, create a new PHP file, and is what we'll do, we'll just open and close the PHP tags. We'll save this as create.php. Okay, file should exist now. There we have it. Now is what we're going to do here is we're just going to create the basic form for this, and in our next tutorial we are actually going to create the topic and be able to view the topics. So first off, we're going to create ID equals MSS get ID. This is relative to our category ID to create a topic on. And then we'll go ahead and check if ID. Also, one thing in here, I wanted to go back here and just tell the user else echo please supply a category ID. Alright, and we'll go back here. Now if ID exists, we're going to head and query this out again just to select. So select star from forum. Oh, this is forum subcats actually. That's what we're doing wrong here, because it's a forum subcategory. So from forum subcats, okay, that's all we have to do there. Okay, and where ID equals equals ID, we'll query this out. Alright. Okay. And now we're going to do a MySQL num row calling here. And if it's equals 0, echo the forum you are trying to create a topic on does not exist. Okay, we'll go else. This means it does exist. And next we're going to create our form, and it's going to have a list of all the forum subcategories. And yeah, we'll continue from there. Okay, is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to open the table. Alright, now we're going to start the form. So method equals post, and our action, we're just going to keep it index.php act equals create. Our ID will be passed when we submit the form. So now we're going to head and create echo trtd forum subcategory. Okay, now we're going to select name equals cat. And now is what I'm going to do here is we're going to do another query, which will select all the subcategories. And from forum subcats, we're going to do admin is less than admin user level plus 1. Plus 1. Alright. Like so. Query this out. MySQL number or query or dar MySQL error, just like so. And now we're going to do a while statement. Okay. Now I'm going to create a new variable called checked, or selected, how about that? Selected. And this will be if row ID equals our ID, then we'll actually output the word selected. If not, we won't. Alright. Now is what we're going to do. We're going to create a new function here. We're just going to do function get forum name, and we'll do category ID like so, and then we'll do squal equals select name from forum cats, where ID equals CID, rest equals MySQL numbers, or dar MySQL error, row equals MySQL fetch, so it's res, return row name, like so, save that, go back to create. Now we're going to, whoa. I don't know what I was just doing. Okay, from here, we're actually going to change this back to normal cats, like so. And, well, I'm not sure. Should we keep it like this, or have little subsections? Because we can do that. Let's do... Yes, we're going to go ahead and do it like so. We're going to select from cats. And, now inside this while statement, we're going to go back to our global and get forum name and just select from subcats. Okay. Actually, this isn't necessary anymore. Delete this, create. And now we're going to create another query. Select star from forum subcats, where name or category ID equals row ID, and admin is less than admin user level plus 1. Query this out. Okay, and now we're going to echo our options for our drop down. This we're going to do option value equals 0. This we're going to just echo our name of our forum main category. Okay, and now we're going to do while row 2 equals MySQL fetch assoc res 3. We're going to echo option value equals row 2 ID, and I'll do row 2 name. Okay, now we're going to recreate our selected, and this will be row 2 ID equals ID. If it is, then we echo selected. If it's not, we don't do anything. So right here, we're going to have our selected right there. Now here, I'm going to echo 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now we'll go back down to here, and we'll echo ending of the select and the row and the data cell. We can go ahead and check this, see how it works. Okay, we're in general. Okay, now we have some problems here. Okay, let's see where we went wrong. We're just going to go ahead and change this around. Okay, to-do list. Okay, that's perfect. Now we're going to do this on our main chat. Okay, create a topic, main chat under general, like so. We'll go ahead and edit our user here. Change this to 0. This way they won't be able to see the administrative topics. Now those are gone. Now what else I'm going to do here is I'm going to create row 1 equals MySQL fetch assoc res. Now we'll do if row 1 admin equals 1 and admin user level equals 0, echo you are not an administrator, therefore you cannot post on this forum. Okay, let's put a space there. Now we'll go ahead else. It's gonna close it for me, so we'll go here. Let's just, okay, we'll save this, refresh. Oops, okay. Oh, that wasn't created just yet, my bad. Refresh. Okay, and now we're going to try to create on an administrative form only. So here, go, can't. Okay, this tutorial will be is over for now because we're reaching 22 minutes. We'll continue the rest of it in the next tutorial. And well, if you like this tutorial and you wish to see the rest as we continue to create these, go ahead and subscribe. You'll receive my videos as soon as I upload them. This video will be available in high definition. Well, I want you to rate my videos. I want you to comment on my videos. I will respond to any comment you post, whether negative or positive. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.